Hey there, Norman here from MuseThemes, and today we're looking at the Portfolio Viewer widget. This widget displays a list of items where each list item has a bunch of associated images. So as I click on each item, the images for each item will animate on and off the screen. We designed this widget with portfolios in mind so each list item can represent past work as a portfolio. As I click on the different projects here, I see images associated with that project. If I click Explore, we enter a full page project gallery. So on this page, we can explain a bit about the project and show off images in the gallery. Clicking on a gallery image will take us to a slideshow where we can browse full screen. And clicking back to the project page, we can use the arrow to navigate to the main menu and keep exploring other projects. As you can see, this widget is intended to be self-contained and has all the navigation you need to allow users to explore your project. So this is a great way to put together a portfolio page in a hurry, and it's also great for art collections, photo galleries, and much more. So let's go ahead and jump into Muse and take a look at how this widget is set up. Here in Muse, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to change the background color to match our demo. Next, I'm going to drag and drop the widget onto the canvas here. Now, you might be dropping this onto your portfolio page, in which case you can drop it just below the header and you'd have an all-in-one portfolio page done once the widget is all set up. Now I'm going to make sure that the widget is set to responsive width in the resize menu. This will ensure that the widget is full width in the browser and is responsive on all screens. We would suggest using the widget full width in pretty much all cases. The overall effect will be much better. I'm going to run through the basic setup of the portfolio viewer and load it up with images. What we'll end up with is essentially what we've done in our demo. So we'll open up the widget here, and taking a look at the settings panel, we can see that there are a ton of options, but overall, most of the settings are styling settings. So it's actually pretty simple. Starting at the top here, we have our widget scroll bar. This determines whether you want a dedicated scroll bar for the widget content, and we'll leave this as default, which is auto. Just below that, we have enable headline. This enables the title you see above the menu list. So we'll jump back in here and we can show this is the headline. Jumping into Muse once again, opening that back up. Below that enable headline option, we have the headline text. We'll leave that as is. And below that, we have the more button label. Same here, we'll leave that as explore. Let's open the Gallery 1 settings section. These text fields we see here will be seen when the user clicks on a menu item and opens the project gallery. I've got some text off screen here that I'm just going to copy and paste into the widget. Start with the title. Then we have the intro text. And finally, we have our slide text. And below that, we have the open gallery background color. As the name implies, this is the background for the gallery page, and we'll set this to be E6, E1, D8. As for adding the images and the captions, I'm going to go ahead and do that off screen real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've added all of our images and text, so let's go ahead and give this a preview in the browser. As we can see, things are working well, but all of our content is constrained to the size of our breakpoint, and our images aren't filling the width of the browser. That's because our page expand arrows are keeping all of the page content inside the 960 pixel breakpoint. So let's jump into Muse here. Let's locate these arrows on the left and right side of the breakpoint bar. Let's go and click those, and now they're going to be facing outwards. With them facing outwards, that means that our page width is now unlocked. So let's jump back into the browser preview here, and let's take a look at how this looks now. Now we can see that our content is full width, but the menu list is all the way out to the edge of the browser and it doesn't look good either. So let's fix that. Jumping back into Muse, we'll open up that widgets option panel once again, come down to the menu styling, and in here we'll locate the menu horizontal padding. We'll set this to 22%, and that will pull the menu list inward by 22% of the page width, which will look pretty good. We can close menu styling. Just below that, we'll open up the content page styling, and you'll see there are very similar options in here. The one we're after is the content horizontal padding. We'll set this to 22% as well. And you'll also notice that there are various mobile specific options as well to set the padding for the mobile layout. So we can go ahead and close this, preview this in the browser once again. And that looks much better. And as we can see, everything fits much better as well. If we go ahead and open the Explore option, we can see that the gallery is displaying. All the images are animating. Everything looks great. So in conclusion, as I mentioned earlier, the majority of the options in the widget panel are styling settings. I won't run through each of the styling settings since they're all self-explanatory, but you can see that once you've loaded the widget up with images and all your text, it's quite a quick widget to set up. We encourage you to explore all of the setting options you have available, as they do provide extensive control of the styling. That's going to do it for me. Until next time, my name is Norman Durkee. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to support. We're always here to help.